What's up guys, Shane Starnes here. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Roborock Saros 10R. This is the thinnest Roborock ever with tons of other awesome features. This is definitely going to be a vacuum to beat. Big shout outs to Roborock for sponsoring this video. Let's go ahead and get started. First up, let's get this out of the box and see what all we're working with. We have the box with the vacuum cleaner itself. There is a quick start guide. You've also got your safety guidelines, certification, and your user manual and other reading material. Here are your two mop pads. We've got our dust bag for the auto empty dustbin. Here's the power cord for the base station. And then here we have the vacuum cleaner. Then lastly, we have the 10-in-1 Multifunctional Dock 4.0. Getting the Saros 10R set up was a breeze. I just grabbed the application, logged in, and then it just kind of walked me through the entire setup process. Within a few minutes, I was connected to the internet and ready to go. One thing I love about this vacuum cleaner is you're immediately able to take a quick map. So within about 5 minutes, it gets a full and accurate map of your entire home. You can then go and edit that map to divide the different rooms or merge different areas. I really love that customization within the application. One of the standout features for me is just how thin the Saros 10R is. At only 3.14 inches, this vacuum cleaner can get into some places that no other vacuum that I've ever tried is able to get into. So my family has this antique armoire. It's kind of like the centerpiece of our living room. It's more than a couple hundred years old, and all the vacuum cleaners that I've ever used have attempted to go under. A while back, this specific piece of furniture was even damaged by another robotic vacuum that was trying to force its way out from underneath. So eventually we learned to just make this a no-go zone. But the Roborock Saros 10R can easily go underneath this piece of furniture, vacuum and mop, and come out with ease. We have several other pieces of furniture in the house that this vacuum cleaner is able to go under and clean that no other vacuum cleaner is able to reach. The Saros 10R has some of the best obstacle avoidance and mapping capabilities, and that's thanks to the Starsight Autonomous System 2.0. This is an industry first dual transmitter 3D time of flight. Starsight is able to generate 3D maps with over 21,600 sensor points. You can see that there's a camera array on the front of the vacuum cleaner and also another camera array on the back. When this approaches a wall and is cleaning along an edge, that eliminates any blind spots that it may have had. Not only does this system enable best-in-class mapping and navigation, but also some of the best obstacle avoidance that I've ever seen. The Saros 10R is able to recognize over 108 different types of objects, and this can recognize objects as small as 2 centimeters by 2 centimeters. This was able to avoid charge cables, which is one of the most commonly things that gets stuck in robotic vacuums, and I even tested this against a 9-volt battery. This had no issues detecting the 9-volt battery and totally avoiding it. I was also able to put out various objects all over the floor, and this was able to tackle that area without running into or running over any of those obstacles. The Starsight Autonomous System 2.0 is also very fast and is able to react instantly. So to test this out, I dropped something in front of the system and it recognized the new object in its path and was able to avoid that. I've tested out dozens of robotic vacuums over the past several years, and they all have their various ways of attempting to remove tangles from the main brush, but I think Roborock has really got it right with the Saros 10R. This features a dual anti-tangle system with a DuoDivide main brush and FlexiArm riser side brush that both work together to ensure a zero tangle guarantee. It starts with the FlexiArm rise sidearm, which has an asymmetric spiral arc design which guides debris and hair directly into the suction inlet. The DuoDivide main brush is really where the magic happens here. The dual arm design is split down the middle, attached at the sides, and free floating there in the middle. This effectively decreases the travel distance of hair on the bristle by half. The two main brushes also have a speed difference which help them to untangle bundled hair, and the high flow narrow opening design swiftly vacuums up the hair removed from the main brush and takes it directly to the suction inlet. When I tested this out, it was able to pick up all the hair on the floor, and then when I turned over the vacuum cleaner, there was no hair wrapped around the brush. So this definitely is effective in eliminating tangles from both the side brush and the main brush. The Saros 10R is one of the most powerful robotic vacuum cleaners that I've ever tested, with very strong suction power. This was very easily able to clean up a huge mess of fruity pebbles on my carpet. It had no issues whatsoever picking up heavier cereal from the wood floor, and coffee grounds on my tile floor were no match for this vacuum cleaner. No matter what I threw at this vacuum cleaner, the high suction power ensured that it was able to clean up the mess, leaving no debris behind. The Saros 10R has a 4x liftable design, so it's able to tackle any situation. Specifically, when this is cleaning up spills in a mopping mode, it automatically lifts the sidearm and the main brush and stops the vacuum. That way it's not trying to suck up liquid messes into the vacuum compartment, and then lowers the mops and it mops up the mess. When this encounters carpets, for instance, it lifts the side brush and lifts the mops while lowering the main brush to increase the suction power on carpets and also avoid cross-contaminations with the side brush and the mop pads. One of the coolest features has to be the AdaptaLift Chassis. This is an industry first. This enables the vacuum cleaner to be able to climb over and traverse taller thresholds. I was able to test this out with a 2x4. This was very easily able to approach it, recognize what it was looking at. Once it recognized the obstacle in front of it, it lifted up the Omni wheel, lifting the entire robot vacuum in the air. From there, it lifts up the entire chassis and is able to cross over this board that I had laying in the middle of the floor. In front of my fireplace, there's another lifted ledge that most vacuum cleaners have trouble climbing on top of. This had no issues. It is able to adjust the main wheels and Omni wheel independently for situations like this. So that way, if it's having to approach it at an angle, it's still able to climb over that threshold. This is even able to climb double layer thresholds of up to 4 centimeters tall, making this one of the most versatile robotic vacuum cleaners on the market. This vacuum cleaner is able to thoroughly clean even the edges and the corners of your rooms thanks to the FlexiArm riser side brush and the extendable mop. As you can see here, the side brush actually reaches out into the corner to make sure to grab all of the mess that's within the corner. Most vacuum cleaners out there are not able to reach into the corner. They would just totally miss that. This is able to reach under lower furniture like TV stands, sofas, and even under your appliances. The extendable mop is able to clean all the way to the edges and even does a great job of cleaning all the way around furniture legs. One of the best features of the Saros 10R is definitely the Multifunctional dock 4.0. This is a 10-in-1 dock which does everything that you would need for your vacuum cleaner. This features auto mop removal, so if you need to vacuum your carpets and you don't want to cross-contaminate with a mop, this will actually remove the mop pads before doing a vacuum-only cleaning on your carpeted areas. Fast charging is able to fully charge your robotic vacuum in as little as 2.5 hours, and you can even do off-peak charging. The dock has warm water auto refilling in 80 degrees Celsius mop washing and 80 degrees Celsius hot water dock self-cleaning. Once the mop pads are clean, this delivers 55 degrees Celsius hot air drying so that you don't have to worry about musty odors or bacteria breeding on the mop pads. When it's time to clean up the dock, the self-cleaning modules can be detached and cleaned thoroughly. The dock features intelligent dirt detection for rewash and remop. The Saros 10R will actually return to the area it just finished cleaning and re-clean until it comes back with clean mops. With the included auto detergent dispenser, you don't have to worry about perfectly mixing the detergent in the water tank of the machine. With auto dust emptying, you don't have to worry about reaching down and grabbing the dustbin from the robotic vacuum, making a mess at your trash can. It does all that for you. If you're looking for a top-of-the-line robotic vacuum cleaner and mop, then the Saros 10R by Roborock is definitely a great option. With a super thin design, dual anti-tangle system, AdaptaLift Chassis, and the Multifunctional dock 4.0, this is definitely going to be a hard robotic vacuum cleaner to beat. Be sure to head to the links in the description where you can find out more information about the Roborock Saros 10R and purchase one for yourself. That about wraps it up for this video. Thanks guys for watching. Be blessed. I'll see you in the next one.